Hey, it's Lorraine here from Total Access, and today we are joined by the lovely boys from Chasing Abbey. Hello, boys. Welcome.
What's the story?
How are you?
Welcome back to Cork's 96 FM. It's a little while since you were here last.
Yeah, it's been a few months.
Yeah, touch over 6 months, I'd say. Yeah, so we were missing you.
Oh yeah, and you're more than welcome back here anytime. Listen, it has been an absolutely crazy 9 to 12 months. You've been signed by one of the biggest record labels in the world. How has that been for you? Tell us all about that.
Yeah, I suppose we put out our first track in like March of 2016, and since that it hasn't really stopped. It's just been crazy since we've just kind of hit like goal after goal, or just like nearly dream after dream. So it's we're having a good time, working hard, and we're enjoying it.
Because you're not together very long, really. It's what, just under 2 years or so?
Yeah, it's just under 2 years now, I guess. But when we got signed, it was barely a year, wasn't it? Yeah. So yeah.
Talk to me about physically signing the label. Is it as glamorous as I imagined? Because in my head, I'm imagining like skyscrapers, helicopters. You're whisked away in a limousine, and there's men in suits with briefcases. Please tell me it's like that.
No, it's actually not. To be honest, it's just work. It's you kind of just do the exact same thing. You just work harder, but I suppose you just have a better infrastructure there to work with. But I mean, it's the same thing. It's still work. Yeah.
Did you say something about in the back of a Ford Focus? Yeah. Tell us more.
Well, we just had the contract to sign, and we messed up the first one, and then we had to rush around to get signed, and we ended up signing in the back of Ford Focus. Nothing glamorous about it at all.
You've just shattered all my illusions there. Oh my God.
That's how it really goes down.
Wow. So guys, you like as well this year, you're also winner of the Choice Music Prize for Song of the Year. Like, how was that for you?
It's crazy. We weren't expecting it at all. I suppose it was down to our fans, like our hometown Tullamore. They really got behind us because it was a public vote. So like they really they pushed hard. There was posters up around the town and everything. So it was mad. But
you know what's big when there's posters around the town.
So we were so grateful, and I suppose like we didn't even think about that starting out, like, but it's just this very nice thing to get.
It's an amazing achievement for just over a year together. Talk to me about Tullamore as well. I mean, you are a hip-hop / electronic band from the Midlands. Is Tullamore an underground for hip-hop that we don't know about? Or what's the hip-hop scene like in Tullamore at the moment?
It's getting there. It's I think when we started off, there was nobody really. But since we've kind of got going, I think people have seen that it can be done, and there's been a few people who have come up, and we work with people coming up through it as well, and there's some really talented people, and it's looking good. The future's looking good in Tullamore.
Very good. What's really interesting about you guys is that you actually started out as a trad band.
Yeah.
How did you diversify into hip hop and electronic?
We kind of just learned the trade in trad. Like, you know, we learned how to be musicians from trad music. Like, that's how we started from our families. Like, it was kind of like ingrained in us, but we weren't listening to that type of music. You know, we were going home listening to hip hop and electronic music. So we just kind of decided that, you know, let's make music that we listen to. Yeah. But of course, you know, we still have our roots. Like, so. Yeah.
You've got something to fall back on, lads, you know. Also, what were we going to ask you? People around Tullamore, obviously you're huge around Tullamore now, but say on a wider scale around Ireland, do you get noticed now? Are people going, oh my God, is that Chasing Abbey? Do you get noticed now?
There's not really, like there's small things, as we were just saying the other day. Like I say, whenever we do things like this, and the radio tour, and we stop off in like petrol stations, and we sit down and have a bit to eat, and you'd have some people come over to then saying congratulating us. All really cool stuff. Like, it's very cool stuff. Yeah. Is
it still really weird to hear your songs on the radio if you're driving around and you suddenly come on the radio? Is that really strange for you?
Yeah, you never get used to that really. Yeah. It's just it's just a mad thing. Yeah.
I think my dad tells me every time we're on, yes. Every time.
He'll text you every time.
Every time. I think he constantly listens out to every station, waiting. Yeah. Oh, she just played it. He just played it.
I love it. He'll be getting loads of texts after that. Hermitage Green were in with us a couple of weeks ago, and I put it to them, who were they listening to? Which Irish bands were they listening to on their Spotify at the moment? Ye were top of the list alongside the Coronas, Codaline. So who would you listen to now as well? Obviously Hermitage Green.
So Hermitage Green. On Irish.
Do a lot of Irish hip hop, Jafaris, Sola, Hair Squad, Reggie Snow, Killian.
Kojak EP only last week or 2 weeks ago.
With lots of Irish urban music is what we listen to. Yeah.
Irish music is just thriving at the moment. There's so many amazing acts now, isn't there? Speaking of which, you're doing something really, really cool in Tullamore. You have your own studio and you're just after setting up Penthouse Productions. And you want to, I suppose, give back to the people of the Midlands and help them out and help other musicians. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
Well, I suppose, like, we're not saying that we know it all or any of that. We're just like, when we started out, we didn't really have anywhere to go. So we're just creating like a hub for starting off just with Midlands artists, but we have plans to bring it to a much larger scale. But it's kind of a bit of artist development, a bit of music production, and just songwriting, and just kind of like trying to skip a few of the
hurdles that.
Kind of.
That's really cool. Fair play. That's brilliant. And so looking forward to the future. Choices is just out at the moment, which we are loving here at Corks 96 FM. It's so catchy. It is so catchy. I don't know how you do, but every single song that you have, it just gets stuck in your brain and it stays there. I don't know, you must have that secret formula or something like that. But talk to us about the future, album plans, festivals, all that kind of stuff. What's ahead for Chasing Abbey?
Yeah, I suppose we hope to have a body of work out within the next 8 to 12 months. So either be it an EP, be it an album, we have a lot to say. So we want to, and we feel people won't really see the true side of Chasing Abbey, or won't get the full circle of us until that's out. And then we got loads of gigs coming up.
You're the man for the gigs.
We got Fever Pitch next weekend in Galway with Rudimental and Example. And then we got C Sessions Saturday. Then the next day actually we got the RDS with Rita Ora and Chainsmokers and John Gibbons, and
you're throwing out some really big names there. Holy moly!
And we got more announcements coming. We got a few special announcements coming soon. So stay tuned. Keep an eye out.
Well, guys, it is always a pleasure to have you here in Corks 96 FM, and thank you so much for popping by.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Corks 96 FM. #We are Cork.